I want to take a few minutes and show you how to go about setting up shortcuts on an iPad or on iPhone. If I go into my notes to use this as an example, I can type in some short phrases, for example like CM and return, and it puts in call me when you have time. Very useful on an iPhone when you want somebody to call you, you don't want to interrupt them if they're in a meeting, and you just send them a simple text. Or it could be something like WRU that puts in where are you, useful with your spouse when you're at the mall. Another one would be an email address. For example, I'll put in XGM and it expands out into my Gmail email address. Very useful instead of having to spend the time to type in all the characters or put in the email address of people you frequently send things to. So what I'm going to do now is take you into the settings, and when we get into the settings you can see that we're in General, and I'm going to scroll down on the page until we find Keyboard, and once we open up Keyboard you can see that I already have some shortcuts that are created. Some are shortcuts for email addresses, for websites, or just short phrases that you might want to send. I'm going to show you how to create one. Down at the bottom it is Add New Shortcut, and you put in the phrase, and I'm going to put in my send it email address, craig.nansen@sendit.nodac.edu, and then my shortcut is going to start with an X because not many words start with that. I won't have to worry about duplicates or having it treated as some type of a spelling. And then I'm going to put in SIT, which is often the shortcut for our send it, and go up and save, and I now have that in as one of my shortcuts. You notice that I have some in there that are shortcuts with hashtags on them, mainly because it takes 3 keystrokes to be able to get in to create the hashtag, so I have them in there as a shortcut. The ISTE 12 was from our national conference in ISTE when we were putting out notes and things using that particular hashtag. So just as an example, I'm going to go into Mail. I'm going to create a new email address. In this case, I'm just going to send myself a copy, and I will put in XSIT followed by a space, and it expands that out then into the full email address with very few keystrokes. Very useful for saving time when you're texting or sending email or going to websites.